In an unprecedented season for the UEFA Champions League, the spotlight has shifted to the Player of the Match awards, recognizing standout performances across the tournament. As the league phase approaches its conclusion, fans and analysts alike have been captivated by the emerging talent and established stars making their mark on the prestigious European stage. The latest updates, released on February 5, 2025, detail the players honored with this accolade following each match, showcasing exceptional individual performances that have defined the competition. This season, UEFA has introduced an official Player of the Match award presented by PlayStation to acknowledge the top performers in each game. The UEFA Technical Observer Panel is tasked with selecting the awardees, ensuring that players who make significant contributions to their teams are duly recognized. Lautaro Martínez, for example, made headlines with his hat-trick for Inter Milan on matchday 8, earning him the accolade for his pivotal role in the match against Monaco. The matches leading up to this point have seen a wealth of talent and intense competition. Key players like Florian Wirtz of Bayer Leverkusen and Jude Bellingham of Real Madrid have consistently delivered outstanding performances, enhancing their team's chances in the tournament. The breadth of talent across clubs, from Aston Villa's Morgan Rogers to Atletico Madrid's Antoine Griezmann, illustrates the depth of skill present in this year's league phase. With clubs such as Barcelona, Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain showcasing their star-studded lineups, the competition has been fierce and captivating. However, as the tournament progresses, UEFA faces mounting challenges related to fixture congestion. The newly restructured league phase, which replaced the traditional group stage, has added additional matches to the calendar, requiring teams to face 8 different opponents in the initial round. This shift has raised concerns among players and coaches regarding the physical toll imposed by such a demanding schedule. In response, UEFA is now contemplating significant rule changes to alleviate the strain on elite players. Reports suggest that UEFA is considering a proposal to eliminate extra time from knockout stage matches, allowing ties to go directly to penalty shootouts if they remain level after regulation. This potential change reflects a growing recognition of the need to safeguard player welfare amid an increasingly congested schedule exacerbated by the expanded Club World Cup. The implications of such a rule change would be profound, echoing the significant impact of the removal of the away goals rule in 2021. As UEFA navigates these complexities, the organization must balance maintaining the excitement of the competition with the necessity of ensuring the long-term health of its players. The current TV rights cycle runs until 2027, making immediate alterations unlikely, yet the discussion underscores UEFA's commitment to addressing the evolving demands of modern football. Looking ahead, the future of the Champions League promises to be as dynamic as ever. With the league phase nearing its conclusion and the knockout rounds on the horizon, fans can anticipate thrilling matches, standout performances, and possibly a shift in the foundational rules that govern the tournament. As the stakes continue to rise, the focus will remain on the players who make the magic happen on the pitch, reminding us of the passion and dedication at the heart of the beautiful game. In the ever-evolving landscape of sports, the Premier League remains a focal point of global attention, not only for its intense matches but also for the controversies that often arise. A recent statement from the league's chief football officer Tony Scholes has sparked discussions about player behavior during goal celebrations, underscoring the balance between expression and sportsmanship. Scholes indicated that the league is prepared to take action against celebrations that veer into mockery or criticism following a notable incident involving Everton's Iliman and Ndiaye. On January 25, Ndiaye's celebration after scoring against Brighton, where he flapped his arms like a bird in front of the home crowd, resulted in a yellow card. This gesture was interpreted by officials as provocative, given Brighton's nickname the Seagulls. According to Football Association regulations, players are permitted to celebrate but must avoid excessive or inflammatory actions. Scholes articulated this delicate line, emphasizing that while humor and entertainment in celebrations are welcomed, anything that crosses into derision would be addressed. This stance reflects a growing concern within the league about maintaining decorum and respect among players and fan bases. Scholes stated, "There's a line, isn't there?
We like to see celebrations. Some have been very funny, entertaining.
But there's a line, and once it crosses over into mockery or criticism, then we'd need to deal with it. This perspective is not only about preserving sportsmanship but also about safeguarding the integrity of the game itself. Recent matches have illustrated the potential for celebrations to spark controversy. Leicester City forward Jamie Vardy, for instance, pointed to the Premier League logo on his shirt after scoring against Tottenham, a nod to Leicester's unexpected title win in 2016.
Similarly, Arsenal's Miles Lewis-Skelly adopted a pose reminiscent of Manchester City striker Erling Haaland during his celebration.
These instances highlight the thin line between celebrating achievements and potentially inflaming rivalries. In a broader context, the Premier League's growing global popularity brings with it increased scrutiny. The league has also clarified that there are no immediate plans to host matches in the United States despite interest from fans across the Atlantic. This decision reflects a cautious approach to expanding the league's reach while maintaining its competitive integrity. As the Premier League navigates these challenges, it remains to be seen how it will enforce its policies regarding player celebrations. The balance between allowing players to express themselves and maintaining a respectful atmosphere will be a crucial aspect of the league's ongoing evolution. With the season progressing, fans and players alike will be watching closely to see how these dynamics unfold, particularly with the potential for high-stakes matches to further ignite rivalries. The future of celebrations in football may hinge on the league's ability to adapt its guidelines without stifling the joy that comes from scoring. In a much-anticipated Serie A clash, Fiorentina is set to host Inter Milan on February 6, 2025, in a rescheduled match that has been on hold since December 1, 2024. The game was suspended during the 17th minute after a shocking incident involving Fiorentina's Edoardo Bove, who collapsed on the field due to cardiac arrest. The swift actions of medical staff on site ensured that Bove received immediate attention, and he was later stabilized at Careggi Hospital in Florence. Thankfully, the 22-year-old midfielder is recovering well, having undergone surgery to implant a cardioverter defibrillator, which now raises questions regarding his future in professional football. The match, which will resume at the point of suspension, is crucial for both teams as they navigate the competitive landscape of Serie A. Fans are eager to witness how Fiorentina will cope with a significantly depleted squad. They have only 14 players available due to regulations that prevent the inclusion of new signings made in the January transfer window. Fiorentina manager Raffaele Palladino expressed confidence in his remaining squad, stating, "We will try to make things difficult for Inter. We will add some U19 players who have already trained with us in recent days." In contrast, Inter's situation appears more stable, bolstered by their recent acquisition of Nikola Zalewski from AS Roma, which has solidified their roster. The stakes are particularly high for Inter Milan as they aim to capitalize on this game in hand. With the title race tightly contested, Inter finds itself closely trailing Napoli. A victory would position them at the top of the table, equal on points with their main rivals, while a draw or loss would create a further gap. The pressure is palpable, especially given that both teams have faced their share of inconsistencies this season. Inter manager Simone Inzaghi is acutely aware of the challenge that Fiorentina presents, particularly in Florence, where past encounters have often proven to be difficult. The match will be broadcast live on Paramount Plus at 2:45 p.m. Eastern Time from the Stadio Artemio Franchi. As fans prepare to tune in, the atmosphere is charged with anticipation, not only for the outcome of the match but also for the well-being of Bove and the implications this game holds for the title race. Looking ahead, the ramifications of this match extend beyond immediate standings. For Fiorentina, the integration of younger players into a high-stakes environment may pivotally shape their future, while for Inter the opportunity to claim a decisive lead in the championship race beckons. The drama of Serie A continues to unfold, and with every match the narratives of resilience, strategy and ambition are poised to evolve.